Today's topic is all about the importance of staying present and being grounded. We are emerging, and a lot of you are seeing this, and some people are really getting frazzled with this and what this all means, how this is all taking place, what this is going to look like. What we've been working through over the past few months has really been an opportunity from Spirit to us to really start taking charge of the lives that we live. And most would fight and be resistant to this and say, well, I didn't ask for this. I didn't want this. This isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I wanted to do. This isn't what I wanted to have. This isn't what I want to experience. This isn't what I want. And Spirit would come back and really guide us inward to investigate that. For so long, we have been conditioned. That's the best word I can give it. We're conditioned. Conditioned being this awareness of just how things are, in everyday life. We wake up, we do our purpose, we do our job, we do our career, we tend to our children and our families, and we might have a few hours to ourselves, and then we go to bed and we get it up and do it all over again, right? We get into ruts, we get into routines, and we begin to take things for granted. And that's really what I thought today was going to be about. So as I'm sitting here fluffing myself and getting ready, taking things for granted. Let's look at the energy of taking things for granted. Well, why does that happen? We're so focused on future that we don't remain grounded. And when we don't remain grounded, we aren't appreciating the place in which we find ourselves right now. And in that non-awareness that I'm not appreciating where I am right now, what starts happening? We start completely ignoring things that show up that are supposed to help us on our journey. Yesterday, you asked for a whole bunch of signs from the universe. Yesterday, you asked for guidance as to what it is to do. And because you're so focused today on tomorrow, the signs show up today and you completely miss them. You're not staying present. You're not staying grounded. And when we start taking things for granted, the universe is going to check us real quick. Our intention for this physical journey wasn't to take things for granted. The intention for this physical journey was to enjoy it the entire time and to be extremely grateful in the process of receiving and creating, they're saying, and creating. You are a creative being. You are meant to create awesomeness. Receive it, enjoy it, create more awesomeness. Receive it, enjoy it, create more awesomeness. This is what we're meant to do, all while staying consciously aware of what we're doing, the process of what we're doing. But we can get into this whole family will be here later. The job will always be present. My beautiful house will always be my beautiful house. My beautiful car will always be my beautiful car. Well, folks, we've had a few weeks, months even, to enjoy these beautiful houses and these beautiful cars. Are you any happier than you were before this took place? My bet is no. My bet is that you're more frustrated now more than ever. My bet is that there's more fear around you now more than ever. So here's this amazing up in our faces opportunity to look at what we've been giving our attention to that may have been misaligned to the spirit within us. Because see, the spirit within us loves to enjoy the creations of this physical experience. But make no mistake about it. The spirit within us came here to experience love, to share and spread love. Okay? That's what spirit within us is asking us to maintain vigilance of. One of the things that happens when we don't stay grounded is a heightened awareness of anxiety, a heightened awareness of feeling scattered, a very heightened awareness of being overwhelmed. When our bodies picked out, molded, built for us, specifically for our journey here. When our bodies catch wind of this, it starts to throw off sensations that create this feeling of yuck, only to get you to recognize where you are in comparison to where you really want to be. The inner being knows always, is only always focused on where you want to be. That's it. The ego, however, can get in the way and cloud things. It clouds things with fear. It clouds things with judgment. It clouds things with, anxiety, creating overwhelm. It clouds our ability to really understand truth. When we can recognize without judgment, oh, here I am again. Why is this always happening? Why can't I shift this? Why doesn't things get better? Why doesn't the universe give me what I want? When we stop playing a victim, when we start taking charge of the experience, what we can do is go inward and listen to the body first, because it's got all alarms going off. There's no way that you can go inner without getting through it first. It wants you to know why you feel the way you do, and it will tell you every time. You go inward and you say, oh, wow, I've been doing a lot of doing lately, and I haven't been doing a lot of being lately. And so with this new awareness that I'm not being, I'm going to now take some time to be. And the only way that we can really truly be is with effective grounding. When we effectively ground, we are aware of our beingness. So when we ground and we start being, stress starts to go, overwhelm starts to go, pressure starts to go, fear starts to dissipate. And guess what happens so quietly? It's kind of like a whisper. The inner being starts to emerge. Ever so slowly, ever so lightly, ever so lovingly, emerging to the surface, creating this feeling of peace. Ego says, but that's laziness. No. Sit down. When I create an inner state of peace through my ability to just be, I actually activate the energy of the universe and begin to build it much, much quicker, which means that the things that I've been asking for, things that I've desired, the things that I want are actually they'll be here sooner. If I would just sit and I would just allow things to be. We've been given months now to look at what it was that was really important to us. How do you know, well, what was it that was so important? What are the things that you're really, truly missing in this time? Grandbabies, children, parents, siblings, the ability to go out and to shop, the ability to go out and to get groceries, the ability to go out and travel, the ability to go out and experience freedom in a different way. But if we really truly think about it, how many of us were really doing those things to begin with? How many of us were stuck behind a desk, focusing on getting, doing, thriving, hustle, so that in the future, I could travel. I could be with my grandchildren. I could be with my children. Spirit says, there's no more of this. No more of this. A consciously awoke person, somebody who has been tuning in and doing the work and doing the healing throughout this process, is going to recognize that there can't be any more of that. There's no more of that. Moving forward, I'm shifting my priorities and I'm making things that I used to take for granted the priority. And in doing this, what happens? We begin to savor the moments that we are with our families. The moments that we are traveling and expanding and experiencing. We begin to make those things more important. And here the inner being is going, yes, this is what we were supposed to be doing this time. Yes, these are the things that we were meant to be experiencing and having. Yes, this is the stuff that helps us thrive. And then the most miraculous and amazing thing occurs. The means in which to keep that going start showing up and becoming reality. Jobs start opening up again. Money starts flowing even greater than it did before because we've got our priorities now in line. because we remember that having fun looked like this, and this is my priority now. Spending time in love, sharing and experiencing and expressing it was now my priority. And suddenly Spirit's taking care of us at a whole new level that we thought could never possibly be possible, but it's possible. You see, Spirit said, nah, we're getting off a beaten path here, and we're all going someplace we don't really want to go. We want to bring these ones back. We want to bring these ones back. I was channeling a new guide this morning. Her name is Emba. And Emba said, things must crumble before you in order to create that which is meant for you. Because the light can't come in when we don't have the crumbling and the cracking. The light that is spirit, the light that is healing, the light that is source, the light that is abundance, the light that is more love. It can't reach you through your facades and your guards and your walls and your shells. It cannot reach you. And so Spirit, always lovingly having the last say, begins to crack these things by perhaps taking the, the ground from underneath you. The carpet comes from out, so that as things crumble and things crack, new light emerges. And in this new light is a new world. In this new light is a new way of becoming. And in this new way of becoming, that which we thought was important goes away. And the new awareness of who we truly are and why we're truly here can be seen. There are so many walking around with these tunnel vision glasses on, limiting themselves in what they can become, limiting themselves in what they can experience, constantly and forever giving their power away to outside sources and forces that they believe are stronger than they are. But the truth of the matter is, it's simply not true. And for so long, we've been allowed to kind of sleep on this, but no more. Because nothing is stronger than the human spirit. The spirit within the human that is awakened, that is tuned in, tapped in, and very turned on. The spirit within that is guiding, saying, this is no good for me. This is not the way in which I will proceed. And this is what I'm going to be coming into, making awarenesses of, and allowing others to see me experience so that they too can follow. There are checks and balances even in the universe. There is a constant state of balance in the universe. And when things are created out of whack to any degree, and think about this, where are you feeling things not fair right now? Where are you feeling things aren't balanced in your world right now? You simply need to give your attention to it in a way of, this is not what I desire. This is not feeling fair or balanced to me. And handing it over to the universe to rectify. There's laws like the divine compensation that state what's for you will always be for you. It can't miss you, ever. It's yours. By birthright, it's yours. It's like someone stealing your name. I mean, although we try and do that there, and making it reality, it's just simply not going to happen. What is for you is always going to be for you. It's written in the universe. Those are powerful words, are they not? It is written in the universe. And it's just going to be something that you're going to have to tune inward and feel before you can see. There's been a lot of feeling going on lately. There's been a lot of energy that is coming through in an attempt to help you shift the way in which you feel and out of the negativity and into more positive. Those that have made that conscious attempt and that effort to see that, to be that higher vibration, lots has unfolded for you. Part of what we, Emba, wanted to bring forth was this understanding that just because we have something that might create a setback in our world doesn't mean it needs to keep us there. We can see that the universe is giving us an opportunity to course correct. And the more that we go inward and we see that this course correcting opportunity is not meant to hold us back, but to help us expand exponentially, we'll trust that more, have faith in that more, and we'll listen to that more. We'll say, oh, source, I felt that. Oh, you're asking me to step back and wait a second, because what you've got for me is greater than what I think I'm going after. Okay, I hear you. I love you. You are lovingly guiding me, and I am learning to be guided by you. And so I'm going to take a step back. It's not a setback that keeps you there. It's a step back that allows you to see greater. So you go backward. You step back for just a moment and you allow the universe to go before you and to start to pave the way, to illuminate the way for you into more. But the thing here is we create this setback thing in an ego version of this setback means I can't go forward. This setback means I'm being held back against my will. This setback means I'm bad, made a mistake, being punished. And we create a momentum of energy in the wrong direction. We've got to stop that. We have to recognize we become so much more resilient when we acknowledge a setback for our highest good. And then when we look for the obvious indicators, the obvious blessings that then become ours because we've listened and done this stepping back of sorts. The more that we do this, the more resilient we become. The more that we do this, the more we allow these setbacks to bounce off of us and to allow us to come right back into alignment. How amazing would it be if we could recognize we're out of alignment and quickly come back to it? Oops, out of alignment, there I am. Oops, I slipped over here. Here I am. Think about it. When it's icy outside and it's snowed outside and we are watching our step, being ever so careful not to slip and fall. And as soon as we feel that slip, we balance ourselves and catch ourselves from falling. The same can be said when we're working our way through these experiences or these challenges or these situations. And every time we correct ourselves, we bounce back. And the more that this takes place, the more that we see this as an opportunity and not the negative setback that we like to see it as, the more resilient we become. The more that we work hand in hand with Spirit and we say, Spirit, I see you, I hear you, I'm gonna let you go. I forgot, I follow you. You lead my way, you guide my way. I like it when you do that. I get to see more, I get to experience more, I get to have more. This is the new becoming. This is what will be coming. This is a new awareness. And it's not something that's meant to bring fear. It is meant to bring joy, my friends. It's meant to bring joy. It's meant to bring ease. It's meant to bring flow. It's meant to bring abundance. It's meant to actually allow us to see where we've been abundant in many ways and in many things all along. We've just been focusing our energy of abundance in a different direction. We've been so abundant in the areas of love and in the areas of receiving. But we got off on an ego way, thinking that what was most important was to build these mass amounts of dollars or these mass amounts of material things. And well, how many of us are enjoying material things right now? And even while we sit in them, are we really truly enjoying them? We're starting to take an inventory of what is most important. And this is a time that cannot be denied. This is a time that should not be ignored. This is a time that we really need to step in, do the self-development, do the inner growing so that when this stuff begins to dissipate and we've got this new clearer picture for ourselves as to how we want to live our lives moving forward, we become empowered by the work we've done. And this empowered feeling doesn't sway us when outside forces try to say that this is the way to go and this is the things we should be doing and this is the things we should accept from now on. Oh no. We are emerging more powerfully than we ever have any time in the past.